Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. It has been a deadly weekend for mass shootings across the United States. Early Saturday morning, 2 people were killed in a shooting in downtown Minneapolis. In Birmingham, Alabama, at least 4 people were killed and over a dozen were injured in a mass shooting Saturday night. Police said that officers arrived on the scene and observed 2 adult males and 1 adult female lying unresponsive on the sidewalk, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. All 3 were later declared deceased by the fire and rescue department.
Very scary, very. Like when I walked up when it was like just ended, because everybody was screaming, there was people crying, police officers, they were trying to get information from different people.
The police department said that the preliminary investigation revealed that multiple suspects opened fire on a crowd standing on the street. Currently, no one remains in custody.
Well, we thankfully stayed dry for most of today. It was a very pleasant day to kick off the official start of fall. We did have those rain totals from yesterday, though. These are those official rain totals. It was wet out there with those 2 rounds of storms. Places in central Wisconsin got a lot of rainfall. Many folks seeing upwards of 2 inches or even more, especially closer to Madison. Much of our area sitting around 1 inch, maybe a little bit below that, but we definitely got a good dusting of rain that we haven't really seen in a while. We're not going to see it for a little bit while coming up either. We have a mostly dry week ahead of us, and that's going to be consistent with the start of the week going into Monday morning. Very calm and quiet weather. It's going to be chilly, a low of 47 tonight. In Eau Claire, a low of 42 at 6 a.m. If you're an early commuter, you might want to break out a light jacket or maybe a heavier sweater. It's going to be a little bit chilly out there, so dare I say, you might want to go pick up a pumpkin spice latte to celebrate that chillier fall weather. You might need it, especially that it's a Monday and it's a little bit colder out there. It could be a good pick-me-up and warm you up. But other than that, like I said, we have a calm and dry start to the week. We're going to see a slight warm-up as we get later into the week, and then we might see some rain next weekend, but I'll be able to break it all down in the next forecast.
Sounds like a plan. Nicole, thank you for that. 2 people were transported to the hospital after a 2-vehicle accident on Highway 14 near the town of Shelby. Highway 14 was closed from County Road N to East Hills Road for an hour after the accident. The 2 people transported to the hospital were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The names of the individuals involved are not released at this time. Nearly 1,000 county officials from around the state are making their way to La Crosse. The Wisconsin Counties Association Conference features many state speakers. Additionally, 30 educational workshops are held to highlight particular issues certain counties are facing. One attendee says conferences like this can be used as a learning tool.
You're never too old to learn, and there's always something you can learn at coming to this conference. Plus, you make lasting relationships and friendships.
Monday's conference will include Governor Tony Evers and a discussion on the political landscape. Tuesday will include a pre-recorded video of U.S. Senate candidate Eric Hovde and Senator Tammy Baldwin. The Hmong community gathered to celebrate the new year in West Salem this weekend. The La Crosse New Year celebration at Veterans Memorial State Park is the largest annual event for the Hmong community. The new year is a time to give thanks and remember ancestry. Traditional food, music, and dancing were enjoyed by attendees. A dance competition is one way the community passes the Hmong culture onto younger generations.
Especially for young girls and young boys that doesn't know much about the Hmong culture, it's slowly getting left behind. And so I think that dancing really, or Hmong dancing really pushes them to learn more about their culture and just to remind them where we come from,
Volleyball, soccer, and cornhole tournaments were included at the annual celebration. The 2024 Oktoberfest medallion has been found. Oktoberfest USA announced Sunday morning that Willie Bittner and Carrie Pischke found the medallion in the Eagle Watch area Saturday. The couple takes home a $500 cash prize and a medallion replica. La Crescent's Apple Fest came to an end after today, but not before the annual King Apple Parade. The parade is the last big event of the festival, but one of the most popular. This year is the 76th annual parade. The family-oriented event brings multiple generations of the surrounding communities together year after year.
What I really enjoy about the parade, of course, are the different generations of people coming together, but also joining citizens of La Crescent from many other communities like the one I come from too.
Live music and food tents were offered after the parade at the King Apple tent. House Speaker Mike Johnson is trying once again to avoid a government shutdown. Those details when we return after the break.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
This ad is a complete lie. The truth is, Tammy Baldwin's never shared inside information with her partner. And Tammy Baldwin's leading the fight to ban senators from purchasing any individual stocks. It's Eric Hovde, who owns a $3 billion California bank. And Hovde's bank takes millions from unknown foreign interests, meaning we'd have no idea who Eric Hovde would really be working for. Eric Hovde, what's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Maury's and Gunderson Health System have partnered up together here to really provide a great service to check car seats for new families to bring their vehicle in here, because it can be very intimidating when you're trying to put it all together. We just want to provide a space to do that. Every first and third Thursday of the month through September here at Audi Volkswagen on Theater Road. At Maury's, it's all about moving life forward. That's why we've joined with Center Stage in supporting non-for-profit businesses to give them power and impact in the community.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
You earn trust by making a commitment and sticking to it. By telling the heartwarming stories with the same consistency and dedication as the difficult ones. And being there when needed. All day, every day. We work hard for this trust, not just because we love what we do, but because we, like you, expect more. We are News 8 Now.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The nation's consumer supply chain faces severe disruptions if dock workers at ports along the East and Gulf Coast go on strike. A deadline is fast approaching. CBS's Tim McNicholas is in Jersey City, New Jersey, with details and possible fallout.
Work at some of the busiest ports in North America could soon come to a halt.
When my men hit the streets, from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down.
The union, which represents more than 40,000 longshoremen at 36 ports, including major hubs like Charleston, Houston, and Miami, is demanding wage increases as well as protection from job-killing automation.
I've been fighting automation for years. They destroyed L.A.
Workers are threatening to strike if a new labor agreement with shipping companies represented by the United States Maritime Alliance is not reached by October 1st.
All activity in the Port of New York and New Jersey with regards to containerized cargo and automobile cargo will cease.
Each year, more than $200 billion worth of goods, including car parts, construction materials, and produce pass through the Port of New York and New Jersey alone. That trade supports more than 500,000 local jobs.
A 2-week strike could, cause these disruptions to feed into early 2025.
Ryan Sweet with Oxford Economics says if a deal isn't reached in time, a stoppage could disrupt more than half of U.S. shipping traffic.
This is going to be very disruptive to the U.S. economy.
In a statement to CBS News, the U.S. Maritime Alliance says it has not been able to schedule new bargaining sessions with the union, adding the only way to resolve this is to resume negotiations. Tim McNicholas, CBS News, Jersey City, New Jersey.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is trying once again to avoid a government shutdown. He unveiled a new short-term spending bill on Sunday. The new proposal would keep the government open through December 20th and provide $230 million for the U.S. Secret Service. Johnson called the continuing resolution bare bones and says it contains extensions, quote, that are absolutely necessary. Johnson tried to pass a plan last week that funded the government through February, but the bill failed after most Democrats and a handful of Republicans rejected it. Johnson says he does not want a shutdown before the election. The government technically runs out of money at the end of September. Ukrainian President Zelensky kicked off his visit to the U.S. by touring a manufacturing plant in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The plant produces critical munitions for the country. Zelensky shared these photos on X, formerly known as Twitter, of him meeting with plant workers and inspecting artillery shells. Zelensky says he has reached agreements to expand cooperation between Pennsylvania and Ukraine. Later this week, Zelensky is expected to visit New York and speak at the United Nations General Assembly, and also visit Washington, D.C. to present his victory plan for the war with Russia to President Joe Biden and other officials. Coming up on News 8, a new study is highlighting the link between alcohol and cancer rates, why excessive drinking may be a factor after the break.
The fall temperatures have finally arrived. I'll have all the details on how long they're sticking around coming up after the break.
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished? There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 Denali models. That's over $6,400 in average finance savings.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
When you want to make your home a warmer, more welcoming place, it's hard to beat the feel of a fire. Transform your home with a Heat and Glow gas insert from La Crosse Fireplace Company. Enjoy all the coziness with none of the hassle. No cleanup, no drafts, and low maintenance. Just efficient and reliable warmth made easy. Your new Heat and Glow fireplace can be installed in just a day, right inside your outdated wood fireplace. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Are your toilets in need of an upgrade? Not only can older toilets be uncomfortable, they can also clog more and increase your utility bills. At Maxwell White, we offer professionally trusted Kohler toilets. Our popular best-selling toilet is the Kohler Highline, available in various heights to provide ultimate accessibility and ease of use. Don't wait. Start enjoying the exceptional power, innovation, and water-saving sustainability of a new Kohler toilet. Trust the toilet experts at Maxwell White. Plumbing done right. Call today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
A new study suggests people who travel and experience new adventures in life may age a bit slower than everyone else. Researchers in Australia say traveling can offset what is the body's slow and inevitable decline. That's because when people travel, they meet new people, have new life experiences, and often take part in relaxing activities like yoga and spa treatments. The study's authors suggest traveling can benefit a person's physical and mental health. New research is highlighting the link between alcohol and cancer rates. Excessive alcohol use may be one factor behind an increase in at least 6 cancers. That's according to the American Association for Cancer Research. Despite the increase in those cancers, the report showed that in 2021, the overall cancer death rate in the United States declined 33% from the prior 30 years. Well, an exciting day to say the least for weather here in La Crosse, as today was the first day of fall. Let's send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicki for our weekend weather forecast.
Mother Nature could not have written it up better for our first day of fall. It was gorgeous out there, and it's going to stick around for a couple more days. Here's our average high and lows for this time of year. So for now, we should be sticking in the upper 60s to the low 70s. That's exactly where we were at today. It's going to be like that as we go into tomorrow as well. Our lows are starting to get a little bit chillier. We could be seeing the 40s as the normal for this time of year. So we're definitely getting a little bit closer to those colder temperatures. Looking at our lows tonight, again, we're going to be right at average. Many areas staying in the mid to low 40s. Some of our more northern lying and lower lying cities could be dipping down into the 30s as well. So it's going to be a little bit chilly out there, and our lows get hit around 5 or 6 in the morning. So if you're an early commuter, maybe bundle up in your nice thick fall sweater just to celebrate the colder weather that we have coming, because you might need those extra layers. Tomorrow, we're looking at very pleasant conditions, fall-like again, a little bit warmer. Some additional areas could be seeing the low 70s. Otherwise, pretty similar to what we saw today, except for that additional sunshine out there. So here's a look at the next couple days. We are going to stay right around average for the next few days, but then we go up the graph a little bit. Now, I mean, 7 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year, as we saw. Usually we're up in the upper 60s, so it's not going to be too unbearable. We'll be reaching the mid to upper 70s, although it will be a little bit warmer for this time of year. Very similar story in Eau Claire, possibly getting a little bit higher above average, but again, that's really only into the mid to upper 70s, so it's not really anything too much to complain about, and then we should be falling right back off into those normal temperatures as we get later into next week. So looking at our overall weather forecast in terms of precipitation, it's going to be very quiet as we go into the next work week. There's that cold front that passed through yesterday that brought us these fall-like temperatures. That's moving off to the east, taking its time, giving some of those areas some of those showers. And then back here at home, we're not seeing much. We're going to see high pressure move in. That's going to add to those quiet and calm conditions for much of the week. Although, as we get into Thursday, going into Friday, we can start to see a lot of precipitation coming up in the south, and that's what you could probably guess a potential tropical storm that could be forming in the next few days, making landfall towards the end of the week. Now, that could eventually bring up some extra moisture into our area and could bring some rain chances into the weekend, but with hurricanes moving into the central United States regions, it kind of messes with a lot of weather patterns, so it's very hard to forecast these situations. It could make other changes other than the wetter running for the, the weather we could be having. It could move some of that rain out of the way as well. So here's that forecast. It should be forming in the next week or so, although we do have those rain chances for the weekend. Just to account for that, nothing is set in stone yet. I know Oktoberfest is coming up this weekend, so we don't really want to have a washout. We're not predicting that as of now, but there is going to be that chance for those showers on both days of the weekend. Hopefully we'll be able to have some little more certainty with this, but hurricanes can be so hard. I don't really want them to ruin Oktoberfest for them. It's going to be my first one. So
I was about to say, fingers crossed, no rain, so we can all enjoy.
At least the temperatures will be good.
Exactly, exactly. Nicole, thank you. And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Craig Sheffield of La Crosse with Muddy Black River. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you would like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. Coming up in sports, the Packers without Jordan Love once again. Could Malik Willis lead them to another victory? Plus, the Vikings looking for another statement win. Jacob is in next with sports.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Their Bidenomics led to the highest inflation in 40 years. Highest gas prices ever. Skyrocketing interest rates. Unaffordable housing. Incomes down. Unemployment rising. And a recession now headed our way. Yet Kamala Harris is clueless.
We are very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
It's Ford SUV season in the Northland. Time for great offers across the entire lineup, including Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Get ready for the coming season with weather-ready features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Amazing offers on your favorite Ford SUVs. This is Ford SUV season. Now get 2.9% financing for 72 months on a new 2024 Ford Expedition. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
We are to week number 3 of the NFL season. We'll begin with the Packers, who are in the country music capital of the world today, hoping to leave town singing a winning tune. No Jordan Love again, so Malik Willis faces the team that traded him to Green Bay, and it was a great start for today's starter and company. He leads an impressive first drive and caps it off with a 5-yard rush to make it 7-0 Pack. Then late first quarter, Titans beginning a drive, but on the pass to the outside, Jair Alexander is going to jump the route, and he will high step his way into the end zone for his first career pick 6. That makes it 17-7. Offense then looking to add a little cushion to their lead in the third quarter. It's a great play call by Matt LaFleur right here as the screen goes to Emmanuel Wilson, and that will go for 6. His first career touchdown. That makes it 27-7, and that was plenty of scoring for the Packer defense as they were sensational today. 8 sacks in the game and 2 more interceptions, which matches their total from all of last year in just 3 games. Here's a happy Matt LaFleur and Malik Willis after the game on the defensive performance.
I thought just the way we were flying around, getting after the quarterback, putting pressure on him, hitting him, that's tough on a quarterback. And, you know, we got guys in the back end that have great ball skills, and I think that was pretty evident.
8 sacks, right? Oh, my goodness, that was super. I mean, they won the game for us. If we want to say that, them guys did great. Everybody deserve a game ball. I'll pay how much money out of my pocket to everybody. They keep doing that. I add to their salaries. Oh, my goodness. Hey, that was amazing. But it was good to see, and those guys work hard all week, and you just love to see it come to fruition out there on the field.
And in Minnesota, a battle of unbeatens. Vikings-Texans doing battle really early in this one. Minnesota defense makes a big play. Kamu Grugier-Hill, the former Texan, gets the pick, setting up his offense in great field position, and they would cash in. Third down, Sam Darnold surveying the field, has time, and rolls out to his left, finding Justin Jefferson in the end zone as Minnesota strikes first. More gritting for the star wideout today. Same score later in the quarter, and third down again. It's Darnold staying calm in the pocket, hitting Aaron Jones across the middle, and he's in for the score to make it 14-0. Just a complete performance by the Vikes today. Darnold hits Johnny Munt for another touchdown in the fourth quarter. Minnesota might be the surprise of the season so far. They win big over Houston. So this is the matchup for next week. Will Jordan Love be back under center? Will the Vikings continue to play well with Sam Darnold at the helm? These questions and more will be answered in just 7 days. And as of right now, kickoff is set for noon. Well, the Brewers entered today's series finale against the D-backs as the only team in the majors that hadn't dropped 4 games in a row this season. They were on a 3-game losing streak entering today's matchup. So the Crew hoping to keep that streak alive and avoid the sweep. Not a great outing for Frankie Montas today. Second hitter of the game, Ketel Marte, centers on the fastball, making it 1-0 Arizona. Then in the third, it's Josh Bell leaving the yard, which makes it 7-zip. Game over, right? Well, wrong. Bottom 6, here comes the Crew. Jackson Churio delivers with a 2-out hit to score Joey Ortiz, so it's 8-4. Then Rhys Hoskins is going to rip a double to dead center. That'll get down and bring in Garrett Mitchell and make it a 3-run game. Milwaukee just chipping away, and then they pounce in the 8th. 2 outs, full count to Hoskins, and he comes in clutch. That base knocks the opposite field, brings in 2 more and ties up the game. Then Jake Bowers, just a little tapper, but that is in no man's land, and there is no play to be made. The Brewers take the lead, and Devin Williams shuts the door on what could possibly be the win of the year for Milwaukee. And a really tough day for the Twins. They dropped game 1 of a doubleheader. Then in game 2, they had a lead but lost it. Romy Gonzalez hits a 3-run blast to give Boston the lead. And then Jarren Duran is going to add to that Red Sox lead later with a double off the green monster. And that would make it 6-2. And the home side would add a few more. Minnesota gets swept on the day and are now a game behind Detroit and Kansas City in the AL wildcard race. That's sports. More news after this.
The greatest meal deal for your buck? Hardee's Original Bag. Just $5.99. Loaded with your choice of 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink. All for just $5.99. Hardee's. Goodness in the making.
While families struggle to pay bills, Harris and the Democrats are wasting our tax dollars on their extreme liberal agenda, giving government checks to illegal immigrants, funding a Madison clinic where minors get transgender therapy without parents' consent, pushing high schools to allow boys to compete in girls' sports. Senator Baldwin fights for this madness. Tammy Baldwin, radical, extreme, and wrong.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
It's Carl's grand opening of our new store here in Marshall, Minnesota. As we grow more, you save more. Join us on Thursday, September 26th at noon for a ribbon cutting with the Chamber.
Register to win all kinds of prizes.
Save 40% on major appliances. Serta mattresses, TVs, and grills are all on sale.
These specials are good in all Carl stores.
We now have 31 stores in 7 states. Come join us in Marshall.
We'll see you on Thursday. Carl's your servicing dealer since 1956.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed.
Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $1,200. Visit any of your Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
It's Jeep Adventure Days at Chrysler Winona. Lease a new 2024 Jeep Compass Limited for $359 down and $359 per month. With comforts like heated seats and steering wheel and legendary Jeep 4-wheel drive, you'll be ready for winter. Need more room? A new 3-row Jeep Grand Cherokee L with heated leather, sunroof, and a V6 engine up to $10,000 MSRP. Or lease from $599 down and $599 per month. So see us today at our new location, Highway 61, Winona.
Every morning in hardworking America, Hardee's biscuit makers rise to bake our original made-from-scratch biscuits. Famous since 1977 and still the greatest goodness around. Find the best deals on the Hardee's app.
What's more than 75 feet long, green, and lived 150 million years ago? The only green dinosaur skeleton mount in the world will soon be on display at the Natural History Museum in Los Angeles. CBS's Danya Backus gives us an inside look at how the dinosaur fossils were found and recreated.
When paleontologists set out to find Jurassic fossils in the Badlands of Utah back in 2007, they weren't sure what to expect. But buried in what was a riverbed 150 million years ago was something so rare.
It was really exciting because we didn't know what we had.
It kept the team from the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County's Dinosaur Institute coming back for more than a decade. The careful pounding of rock unveiled fossils of a green-hued Jurassic giant scientists named Natalie, a diplodocus-like dinosaur that got its color from minerals found in the riverbed. Paleontological imaging specialist Stephanie Abramowitz created visual documents and records of every bone.
I'm taking those bits and pieces and scaling them into an illustration that reconstructs her skeleton as it would have been in life, and then using that skeleton.
Her fleshed-out illustrations help to reconstruct Natalie's nearly 5-ton composite skeleton. National Geographic provides an inside look at the excavation and reassembly in its September 2024 issue. We're getting a behind-the-scenes look at the more than 75-foot long-necked green dinosaur Natalie before it's open to the public. Natalie spelled with a G because of the stinging gnats that pestered excavators.
From sunrise to sundown, these little biting gnats would attack us. We'd get like a little red dot on our skin and it would lump up instantly the next day.
Paleontological preparator Erica Durazo also exhumed the fossils and worked in the museum's lab to expose the fine details of the bones. Natalie is in the process of being mounted for display in the museum. What is it like for you to walk in here and now see Natalie on display?
Well, it's truly an amazing experience. I feel very much connected to it, so it feels like the end of an era.
An era that leaves a tangible piece of the Jurassic period for all to see. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Now, scientists believe Natalie is also a new species of dinosaur. The display opens November 17th. We'll have one final check of your forecast when we return.
It's an Oktoberfest tradition, the Maple Leaf Parade, Saturday at 10 a.m. on Channel 8.2 or streaming on News 8 Plus.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere.
Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
When you want to make your home a warmer, more welcoming place, it's hard to beat the feel of a fire. Transform your home with a Heat and Glow gas insert from La Crosse Fireplace Company. Enjoy all the coziness with none of the hassle. No cleanup, no drafts, and low maintenance. Just efficient and reliable warmth made easy. Your new Heat and Glow fireplace can be installed in just a day, right inside your outdated wood fireplace. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
There are over 21,000 Wisconsin veterans struggling to pay for rent and utilities.
Thank you for your service.
Many are also facing issues with their mental health.
Thank you for your service.
We must do more to help these heroes who have already sacrificed so much.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Words simply aren't enough.
I'm sorry.
Make a difference by donating to this critical Wisconsin survival safety net today.
Scouting has helped them build confidence through problem solving, learning to cook over a fire, building a tent in areas that they don't always get exposed to.
It's not competitive. It really helps develop your son or daughter into a great human being.
This is a great opportunity for your child to get to know the outdoors, and there's so much that outside and nature can provide for our children, and having these experiences is what Scouting is all about.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Join us for the 63rd Annual Oktoberfest. Celebrate German culture and the Oktoberfest tradition. Enjoy the torchlight and maple leaf parades, music, food, carnival rides, and Gemütlichkeit for all. Album encounters are back for the 24-25 school year. Catch the multimedia light and laser show set to rock music Friday nights at 8 at the UWL Planetarium.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
feels like just yesterday we were in the center of the sun, but I can confidently say we're in actual fall now. I mean, we got a full forecast of 70s.
Oh yeah, I can't complain. Fingers crossed though. Great weather for Oktoberfest coming up.
I know, I don't want to be the ruiner.
Definitely need that. Well, we want to thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. Have a great week, everyone.